here at the Coventry Oval in Diamond Creek to watch round 2 of the 2018-19 season in the Barclay Shield. This is Diamond Creek versus Plenty. Today is the 20th of October 2018. You are watching Channel 8, the local sports network, and I, Chukka Wilson, welcome you to this broadcast.
On the bedroom floor, these quiet eyes are spinning in the dark. A secret wish that none will know, she keeps it locked up in her pale heart. Wait for it, it's tired and it's true. Wait for it, it's all she ever knew. She dreams in blue. She dreams in blue. Wait for it, it's all she ever knew. The background hum of city streets and whispers from the neighbors intertwine. The distant glow of beacon lights breaking through the cracks between the blinds. Wait for it, it's hiding out of view. Wait for it, it's all she ever knew. She dreams in blue. She dreams in blue. Wait for it, it's all she ever knew. She opens up her weary eyes, the foggy cloud of vision fills the air. She strains to make some sense of all the abstract shapes and colors everywhere. But all the blue just fades away, dissolving in a haze of gray. And lost inside her empty mind was everything she tried to find. But all the blue just fades away, she lost it in a haze of gray. She dreams in blue. She dreams all she ever knew.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Coventry Oval in Diamond Creek. We are here to watch the second round of the Barclay Shield in the 2018-19 season, which is Diamond Creek versus Plenty. Today is the 20th of October. Now, this has been one of the strangest mornings in memory. The rain from about 8 AM till 11 AM was very heavy and consuming and difficult, and if they had been playing at the time, the game would have been called off. The rain was that heavy, and it continued on past 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, and it was still raining even when everyone was preparing to leave the studios to head to the ground. And when we got there, the rain had been so substantial that large patches of puddles were all around the ground. Everything was very wet. The pitch was very badly soaked through, and so it has taken a lot of hard effort to actually even be in this situation where we might be able to get play underway at some stage later on today. The time at present is 2:45, and so we have been hanging around here for a couple of hours, and we still have not been able to get anything substantial near play, and people have not swapped over to their whites yet. They are still in their training casuals, and so we don't know when a game could start. But the umpires have put the stumps into the pitch, which is a very good sign, and that indicates that they are ready and willing to play this game just as soon as there is an opportunity to do so. And so there is every possibility that we could get a game underway at some point, just as long as there's no more rain and things start to warm up. You see, the biggest problem that we've had this morning is not the rain itself. It wasn't a utter downpour. It wasn't torrential. It was, you know, in terms of the rainy season in the southern hemisphere, in terms of what October can provide to you, it was quite a mild shower. The difficulty is that it is very overcast. There is no sun. There is mostly just grey. Different shades of grey. There is some darker grey, particularly above our heads. It gets a bit lighter when you move over there. But there are small patches of blue appearing from over here. So there is some possibility that over the course of the next couple of hours, if the wind is strong enough, it might blow some of that heavy cloud away, and we might actually have a nice pleasant day for the later half of today. But in terms of right now, in terms of actually creating the ground to be match worthy and match fit, this is a troubling situation, because right now actually getting the ground dry enough and the pitch dry enough so that play can begin is currently the hazard, because the leaf blower can only do so much. In the end, you need the sun, and the sun is not available right now, and it is very cold. It is only in the teens. It is definitely long pants weather, and so in terms of actually getting to a situation where you could actually play, it is very, very difficult. Now people are walking on and off the ground. It's really hard to tell what's going on here. Now some players are walking back on the ground. This is very troubling because we just don't know when play can and cannot happen, and we're just going to have to wait around. So, in the meantime, let's go through the 11s. Let's have a look at Diamond Creek's 11. We've got the captain Adams, then Taylor, Keenan, Campbell, the wicketkeeper McLean, then Tolly, Dean, Benny, Campatelli, Camboris, and Ramsey. For the Plenty team, there is Cocking, Peters, the wicketkeeper Sachatella, the captain Zull, Kennelly, Norman, Johnson, Klepp, Burge, Barclay, Zedatus. So those are the starting 11s. Now, what happened round 1 in the Barclay Shield? So let's have a look at what happened last week. Oh, by the way, let's just talk about the state of this game. Actually, let's do that first. So, Diamond Creek in the Barclay Shield of last season ended up in 4th place with a 5-4 record. Now, Plenty have been promoted into the Barclay Shield because they ended up winning the Money Shield Premiership last season. They got 1st place in the ladder of the Money Shield, and then with a 9-1 count, and then they ended up winning the Premiership. So that's why they're here. Plenty have earned their place in the Barclay Shield by winning the Money Shield Premiership, which is a phenomenal and well-deserved title. So, what happened last round? So let's go through the 2 games. So first of all, Diamond Creek, these are all one-day games. Sorry, they're 2-day games. They're 2-day games. So, Diamond Creek played against Rosanna. Diamond Creek made 9 for 323. McLean got 116. Campbell got 119. Dean 33 and Camboris 24. For the Rosanna bowlers, Dunbar 4 for 55. Shelton 3 for 69. In response, Rosanna were bowled out for 110. No one made a score above 20, and the highest score was Carlton with 19. For the Diamond Creek bowlers, Campatelli got 4 for 17, Campbell 3 for 25. In the other game, Plenty's first ever game in the Barclay Shield, having been promoted up there after winning the Money Shield Premiership last season, didn't go well. They played against Riverside, and Riverside batted first, getting all out for 185. Money 39, Smale 32, Gibbs 26, and Villani 20. The Plenty bowlers, Peters 5 for 49, and Cocking 3 for 44. In response, Plenty were bowled out for just 88. Peters got 30, Zull 22. Of the Riverside bowlers, Salm 3 for 15, Lewis 2 for 24, and Austin 4 for 13. So those were the 2 games, and there's a big contrast between them. On the one hand, Diamond Creek had an absolutely thumping win of over 200 runs, and Plenty lost by about 100 runs. And so Diamond Creek have started off their Barclay Shield campaign for the 2018-19 season in a great deal of strength, but Plenty have started it in a great deal of weakness. Now that's obviously just the one game, so we'll have more to discuss at later opportunities. But let's just, for the moment, go back to the Money Shield Grand Final last season, the 2017-18 season. How did Plenty win? Well, Plenty batted first and were bowled out for 165. Zal 42, Johnson 30, Smith 25. They were playing against Heidelberg. Heidelberg bowlers, Ridewood 3 for 52, Fotenopoulos 2 for 28. Heidelberg were unable to chase the total down and were bowled out for 100 flat. Only Witcher with 30 made a significant score. Peters 4 for 42 and Cocking 4 for 44 were the Plenty bowlers as they bowled out Heidelberg for a significantly smaller score and ended up winning that game. So that is how Plenty won the Money Shield last season, and that's why they're here in the Barclay Shield this season. Okay, so now let's take a quick break, and when we return we have more of the pre-game show. This is Channel 8, the local sports network.
You look like hell tonight. I don't believe the sight. I haven't seen you since we had that awful fight. It's been so long since I heard you say goodbye, and now I don't know what to say. Why are you standing here? Why did you reappear? I thought you'd had enough of all this stupid stuff. You wanted more from me, a perfect symmetry, but I just wasn't ever right. Go back into the darkness from whence you came. Go back into the darkness and stop these games. Oh, I don't know what you want from me. I gave you all that I could be, so take this pocket of angels and go away. You always wanted more than I was ready for. I gave you what I could and faked a little more. I found the secret key to perfect symmetry, but now you're back and I am lost. Go back into the darkness from whence you came. Go back into the darkness and stop these games. Oh, I don't know what you want from me. I gave you all that I could be, so take this pocket of angels and go away. Oh, can't you see that I'm landed on my feet and I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. I don't need you to beg or to plead. All the things that you need, all the things that you need. Go back into the darkness from whence you came. Go back into the darkness and stop these games. I don't know what you want from me. I gave you all that I could be, so take this pocket of angels and go this pocket of angels and go away.
And out come the Diamond Creek fielders. They're all finally in their whites, which is a very good sign. It's the first time we've seen players in their whites today. And what are they going to be doing? It looks like they're going to be doing some warm-ups. Yes. So whether this is a signal that the game is going to get underway soon, or whether they're trying, the Diamond Creek captain is trying to send a signal to the umpire that they're ready to play, we'll just have to wait and see. There is still much to wait and find out what's happening. So let's just take a moment now to think about the weather. So the Bureau of Meteorology said that today would be 18 degrees with an overnight of 12. They said morning showers, then partly cloudy. A small chance of afternoon showers, particularly in the west of Victoria. The chance of rain was 70%, and the amount of rain would be 1 to 4 millimeters. Which I think is pretty much what we've seen so far. And over the course of the last 15 to 20 minutes, as we've been broadcasting here, the cloud have started to be pushed further away. And so as we look into the sky, we still see that above Coventry Oval it is still completely grey, but then over there we see that the amount of blue is increasing, suggesting that the wind is coming over and pushing the cloud away. So that is a optimistic sign that maybe things are going to be improving as the day goes on. But in terms of what happened this week in the weather, because it's been quite a warm and not a particularly humid, but a reasonably warm period this last week. Sunday was 27.3 degrees, Monday was 27.5 degrees, Tuesday was 23 degrees with 2.2 millimeters of rain, Wednesday was 22.6 degrees with 5 millimeters of rain, Thursday was 20.7 degrees with 2 millimeters of rain, and then Friday was 27. So, it's been a significant decline in the temperature from this week to today. And here it looks as though the plenty batsmen are starting to walk out. It is about 2 o'clock now, so it is an hour behind the starting time of the game. And finally, it looks like we're going to have some actual cricket. It's been a long and troubling wait, but finally we'll have something significant. And so the umpires have arrived at the pitch and are just inspecting it just to see how it's going. The most important issue is going to be the bowler actually landing on the pitch, whether or not they're actually able to get a firm hold. And over here we've got the Diamond Creek fielders. They've just had their huddle. That's all come to an end, and now they're ready to get out onto the field and actually play the game. Okay, we've got the opening bowler bowling at the Nillenbeck end. Alright, so let's take a break, and when we get back we've got ball one.
Our colony is shining through the shaking of the artificial moon, the light of the moon. Cold ragged glass, kaleidoscope of soapy film refracts the rays and past the blades of grass. Recite the words that you were told. Of man, staring to the center as the colors bleed away the driest rain. You feel the same. The dirt beneath your saddle boots is snapping as you step into the scene. Life is just a frail dream. Don't you ever worry about those dizzy spells you feel. That's just the taming of the ghosts. They can hurt you, they'll desert you now. Up your arms. The final day is here. You feel the ringing in your ears. Now disappear. The flaming sky, the rally of a lost July. The night precedes the lullaby and takes away the last supply of day. up at 10 to 4, just like 1,000 times before, on 1,000 other days. We took a walk in Silver Springs. I didn't even say a thing, and then it all just disappeared. I was there the day the river went dry. I just watched it flow away. I just stood and watched the river die. 'Cause when all is gone and nothing else remains, you just hope for rain. Saw the dried out riverbed. You broke the silence and you said, where did all that water go? I didn't know, so I replied, it's just the nature of the tide. But you knew better. Gone and nothing else remains, you just hope for rain. I took you home, you said goodnight. I watched you fade into the light, and then you vanished through the door. My skin is dry as desert air, and there's water, water everywhere. But I'm not thirsty. I just watched you float away. Oh, I just stood and watched the river die. 'Cause when all is gone and nothing else remains, you just hope for rain. Oh.